Now we are going to see about checkpoints. Why we need these checkpoints? To check whether that particular page has been opened or some other page has been opened, or else that particular element is enabled or disabled, or that particular element is present there, visible there or not. To verify these things, we will be adding these checkpoints. Okay, there are I mean not hundreds, there will be some 30 to 40 checkpoints are there. If you want to know about that also, we can directly go to this. Mm, Let me go to Playwright dev, go to docs and assertions. Yes, these are the assertions. Okay, there are many assertions what we'll be using. These are the different kinds of assertions what we'll be using. What are there? Okay, non-retraining assertions, unsoft assertions, asymmetric. There are many assertions, but most probably we cannot learn everything. If we keep learning everything in each and every topic following by this playwright dev, right? Assertions itself, it will take more than 10 days. Like that, whatever we use majorly in real time, those things I have captured and I have made it to use it. Going further, once we see with some other elements, at the time I will guide you some more checkpoints. So majorly, what are the checkpoints what we use? We will see that. First, we have saw about URL checkpoint and title checkpoint in yesterday. Just let me repeat that once again for 5 minutes, then we'll step into the chapter. Let me open this title and URL. Title and URL dot spec dot js. I'm going to use. First, what I'm going to do here, first, as soon as I do, I'm going to open the browser, open the URL called playwrightlabs.com. Sorry, playwrightlabs.com/practice. I'm going to open this particular page. Admin 123, login into this. After logging in, there are multiple pages to practice. Open test pages, practice pages, open web elements page. Let me go to this web element page. Yes, web elements playground, which means that we can play with the elements. All the elements are there. That's why we have given they have given the name as web elements playground. Okay. Now here I need to open the browser. As soon as I open the browser, I need to verify whether this particular title is present there or not. First, I need to verify whether this particular title is present there or not. Okay, then I need to verify whether that particular URL, once after opening the URL, sometimes it will redirect to some other URLs. In that case, I need to get that URL and I need to verify that. Okay, first, as soon as I open the browser and open this URL, whether it is staying in this URL or else, if the page requires login, right? Sometimes I have logged in and entered into the page, but this page doesn't require any login at all. Directly, if I give it to you also, and when you open that, it doesn't ask any login. But in some applications, right? In some applications, if you are in some inner pages, when you try to access this URL, it will try to go to this login URL. It will go to the home page. In that case, you have to validate whether this particular URL is opening or that particular or logged in URL is opening. That's why we need to validate that particular URL. Are you understanding guys what I'm telling? Yes or no? Test, comma, export from test title and URL and title verification. Okay, and here I'm going to give a asynchronous function. Inside this, I'm going to give a page fixtures and it's asynchronous. First, I need to navigate to URL. What I'll do, await page dot go to. what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this particular URL. As soon as I open this particular URL, as soon as I open this particular URL, I need to verify whether this particular URL, whether this, let me, this is the first one, right? I need to verify whether this particular URL is present there or not. If this particular URL is not present there, I don't want to continue the next line. So that what I have to do, await. Expect is nothing but the verifications. Verification. I'm going to verify that page to have that URL, to have URL. Which URL I need it? They will be clearly given in the manual. As soon as I open this particular, only this URL has to open. None other than this, no other URL has to open. That's why this is what. Next, I need to verify the title. This already I have said you yesterday. Just a recap I am doing. That's why I'm going a bit fast. From third one onwards, I'll go a bit slowly so that you will understand more clearly. Second, yes. Await page expect page. The page should have the title to have title, and it should have this particular title. Which title? The title they will be giving in the manual test case, telling that the page should contain the title as web elements playground playwright labs, like this. Yes, done. Now if I want to run this, go to terminal. Can you tell me the command to run? Npx playwright test title url dot spec dot js. Someone can keep checking the spellings as well. Hyphen project equal to Selenium from hyphen headed. Okay. Now it will open the browser, open the URL, and verify with the title. Both are same. If you want to see the report, right, where directly you can open this and you can see the report also as well. It clearly shows in the report assertions. One test case has been passed. Uh, See, it shows very clearly step-by-step instructions also here. You can open this and check it. It navigated to this URL, then it has verified this particular page. It has verified the title of this particular page. It gives a clear report. This is how I am verifying. Next, we are going to see the second one. Next, we are going to see about to visible, to enabled or disabled, to be checked, to have attributes. These things comes under to verify an element, like a to verify. First, let me go with this to be visible. To be visible, this I can apply it to any element, like whether a logo is displayed or not, whether the logo is visible there or not, whether the logo is visible, or else in this page either the logo is visible there or not. I can check that either the logo is visible there, or else this text area is visible, or else I can check for I can whether the text box is for any element also. I can use it. Any element, anything is a web element in a web page. To verify any element whether that is visible there or not, I can use this to be visible. To be visible, most probably for we will use that for any elements and the image is what we are going to use. Let me go with the next program. This is called as text. We will go with this element checkpoints, right? Element dot spec dot js. Element dot spec dot js. Import, sorry, test comma expect from test. Element checkpoints. Okay, and here I'm going to have an asynchronous function. I'm going to have a page picture, page, and as here. So first, I need to open the browser and open this particular URL. I need to open this browser. Avoid page dot go to. Okay, I have opened this. As soon as I open the page, I need to verify. I need to verify whether this particular logo is there or not. Whether this particular logo is there or not. Okay. If I want to verify the title and URL, in a page there will be only one title and URL. Directly, what I can do, I can use page dot to have the URL, page dot to have the title I can use. But in a page, there will be multiple elements, multiple elements. That's why what you need to do, I need to identify that element first. First, I need to identify that element and verify whether that element is visible there or not. Okay, now how to identify this element? Right click and inspect. Which element locator I can use to identify this element? I can use CSS selector, right? Since it is having a class, I can go with CSS selector. Got it? How to identify that element? Await page dot locator dot class name. That's it. This method, this returns a web element. Since this returns a web element, I am going to hold that in a web element variable. That is nothing but logo element. Logo element. I need to verify whether that logo, I need to verify whether that logo element is visible or not. Is that element is visible or not? In that case, what I can do, await expect is nothing but the checkpoints. What we are going to assertions that is called as checkpoints, which I need to verify that logo element to be visible. To be visible, it should be visible. If it is not visible, then of course while running it will throw you an error there. Now let me run this program. Let me run this program. npx. What I'm going to do, element. Now I have run this. After finishing opening this, at the end, let me wait for some time. Sorry, wait. Page dot wait for timeout. I'm going to wait for some 3 seconds or 3 seconds so that I can see the execution slowly. Okay. If I hit enter, first it will open the browser, open the URL and verifies whether that logo is visible there or not. Opens the browser, opens the URL, wait for 3 seconds. It has verified and it will close it. Understood the second one, everyone? Sorry, this third one. Any doubts with this third one? Guys, any doubts what you have with the third one, guys? Yes or no, at least? No one is answering. What happened? Are you able to hear me, guys? Yes. Yes. Next. The next one is the fourth one. I'm going to look out the fourth one. That is to be enabled. To be enabled or to be disabled also. We'll see the next for one more example for disable. That is for the fourth one. I should have given a 4A, 4B. Okay. For this enable and disable, okay, I'll come up with one good example here in this web page. I have element button enable disable. I'll give this as a homework for you. Here I have one complications to do. See here, I have disable on click button. Click try it to disable the button above it after 2 seconds. When I click on this try it right, when I click on this try it button, what happens after 2 seconds? This button is getting disabled. After 2 seconds, this button is getting disabled. You can see that I have refreshed it. When I click on this try it, immediately after 2 seconds, that button is getting disabled. Are you able to get it? Are you able to understand this? Yes. Now, how to validate this button? After clicking on this button, whether this is disabled or not, I need to verify. You will have such a kind of test cases, right? When you have such kind of button, yes or no? In that case, what I am going to do now, come clearly now. First, I am going to open the browser, open this URL. First, identify this my button. Identify the my button and verify that should be enabled. Initially, that should be enabled. After that, what you have to do, click on this try it button. After that, click on this try it button. Wait for 2 seconds and verify this button should be disabled. This is the test case what I'm going to do. Are you understanding my test case, guys? Yes. First, opening the browser and URL, which is done already here. Opening the browser and URL, and I verified the logo. Leave about this. Anyhow, it will verify and it will come. It is running properly. Next, the first step is I need to identify this my button. I need to identify this my button and verify, and it should be enabled. It should be enabled. Right click and inspect. Right click and inspect. Okay. Which element locator I can use to identify this element? ID. ID hash. I can use hash. That will be very easy. Okay, good. Driver. Okay, sorry. I'm still getting this Selenium code. Await page dot locator hash my button. Got it. And this returns a web element. I have to hold that element here. Constant. I can use let also constant because that is not going to change anymore. That's why I'm making it as constant every time. This is my button. Is that? Sorry, my button, not my button. My button is that name. Some name I can give Pratap also. Whatever I want, I can give it. That's the custom defined. Now I need to verify whether this my button is enabled or not. In that case, what I can do, await I have to use the assertions. That is nothing but expect. What I have to do, my button to be visible, to be enabled, to be enabled. That should be in enabled state. That should be in enabled. Okay. Now then it will wait for 3 seconds and it will come. Let me run this program and check whether it is enabled or not. Run this. Is it enabled by default? Yes, it is. By default it is enabled. That's why it has ran successfully. Understood up to here? Am I going too fast, guys? No, right? No. Okay, because I have to finish this topic today, checkpoints topic. That's why. Now, after this, what I have to do, I need to click on this my button. I need to click on this my button. Sorry, not my button. I don't want to click on this my button. What I need to do, I need to click on this try it. Am I correct? How to click on this try it? Right click and inspect. Try it button ID I have. Can you tell me the code how to click on that? You guys have to tell me the code how to click on it. Await expector. To click you will use expector. Who is that? Don't always copy paste the previous line. Locator hash I have ID dot click. This is how I can click. Then after clicking on this, I need to identify this my button, not try it button. I want to identify this my button. Okay, this my button. Then how to identify this my button? How to identify this? To identify any element, await page dot locator we will use. Locator we will use. That is hash my button, which returns a web element constant my button 1. Since I already have given my button here, I am giving my button 1 here. Again, I am identifying that. That's why the same button. Now, how to verify whether that is disabled or not? Can you tell me the code? Await, expect. Where we have to use assertions. My button 1 dot to be disabled. Disabled. Yes, to be disabled. Now, if I run this, will it run successfully? Do you think so? Will it run successfully? It will become failure. Up to here, it will work properly. Then why it will fail? I need to wait for 2 seconds. Then only that is getting disabled, right? It is very clearly given the message here. Click try to disable the button above it after 2 seconds. They have given. That's why I need to wait for 3 seconds, or else it will throw you error. Got it? Yes or no? Have you understood this, guys? Yes. Let me run this and see these checkpoints. Opens the browser, opens the URL. First identify this, try it, and disable check it. Then close it. Yes, done successfully. This is about enabled and disabled. Understood? Got it, everyone? Yes. Next, we are going to see about the fifth one. In the same program, I will do it. The fifth one. What we are doing here, to be checked. To be checked, we are going. To be checked is used only for these radio buttons and checkboxes. To be used, checked is used only for radio buttons and checkboxes. Radio buttons and checkboxes. First, what I am going to do in the same web page, there might be radio buttons and checkboxes because I have placed all the we have placed all the elements here. Okay, here I have radio buttons and here I have checkboxes also. Here I have checkboxes also. By default, is the mail radio button is the mail radio button is checked? To be checked, is it checked? No, it is not checked. First, identify this element. Open the browser, open the URL, identify this element and click on it. Then identify whether that is it to be checked, whether it is checked or not. That is what I am going to do. First, this same. Let me copy paste this to be checked. The fifth one, right? Let me implement the fifth one. This is especially for fifth. Anyhow, it will open the browser URL. All the assertions are passed earlier. We don't want to worry about that. Now, I need to identify this mail radio button. How? Right click, inspect. Which element locator I can use? ID. Going further, only today and tomorrow only we are getting IDs. After that, we won't get IDs and all. You have to be thorough enough with experts. These are small demo examples. That's why we are able to get proper IDs. That's why be thorough enough with expert concepts, guys. Now, first, I need to identify this element. How to identify any element? Avoid page dot locator. Okay. Hash ID dot. Sorry. Which returns a web element. Hold that in a web element. Sorry, that is the constant mail radio. Mail radio. Done. I need to click on this mail radio. If you want to click on this mail radio dot click what I will be using so that I will be able to click on it. After clicking, I need to verify whether that Mail radio button is checked or not. In that case, what I have to do? Avoid, avoid. Use assertions. I'm going to use assertions. I'm going to use assertions. On which one? Mail radio. To be checked on. To be checked. It should be checked, right? Because in the previous step, I have clicked on the checkbox. Am I correct or not? Let me run this and see whether it is running properly or not. Yes, it has closed. Done. Same. If I click on that once again, right? If I click on this once again and identify that element again, mail radio 1, and if I do this, will it pass successfully in this line? No, it will be still passed only. Why? Because that is radio button. Even if you click also 100 times also, it won't uncheck, right? Are you getting me what I'm telling here, guys? It is not checkbox. See, whatever you are telling is for checkbox. It will check and uncheck. But if it is a radio button, right? Even if you click 100 times also, it won't uncheck. Still, it will give you pass only. Still, it will give you pass only. If I run this kind of manipulations they will do in interviews, and they will try to ask the questions on it. Okay, mail radio button, click, identify this day, again click and close it. Yes, successfully done. Let's do that for the checkboxes. Let me do that for the checkboxes. See, as soon as the page loads here, right? As soon as the page loads here, is this RN checkbox is selected or not? I didn't check that. Is it selected by default? Is it checked by default? Yes. In that case, let us check whether that is checked or not. First, identify this element. Right click, inspect, ID checkbox. Await page dot locator. Everywhere have getting good IDs here, which is a constant. Orange checkbox, right? Orange check is equal to orange check dot click. So that, okay, I don't want to click it. First, I need to verify whether that is checked or not. How can I come to know that whether it is checked or not? Await, use assertions. That is expect. Assertions is nothing but expect. Orange check to be checked. To be checked. Is it checked or not? Will it run successfully? This last line? Yes. Next, I am going to click on the checkbox. I am going to click on. Sorry. I am going to click on the checkbox. After clicking, what I am going to do, I am going to identify that element again. Identify that element again. That is check one. Then I need to add the assertions the same way whatever I have did it. I'm going to add the assertions R and check one. Will it print successfully? Will it run the last line without throwing any error? Yes, it will throw error because by default it is checked. If I click it, it will uncheck. So that what I have to do, I have to use not to be sorry, not to be checked. We have to use not negations. Sorry, not. We check. Okay. Now this will run successfully. Understood? Yes or no? Yes. Let me run this whether this not works or not. Long back I have used not. With the check boxes. Yes, it is running. It is not checked. Understood this? Yes or no? Manisha, have you understood, Manisha? If you want to see the execution slowly, I have given the wait of 3 seconds, sleeping of 3 seconds. Wait for timeout so that you will be able to see the execution. Then again, click on the checkbox. It is doing everything. It is doing proper. Yes. This is all about to be checked is also done. Okay, let's quickly reconnect the meeting and then we will go to this to have attribute. To have the attribute. Okay, to have the attribute that is sixth one. Let's quickly reconnect the meeting. Sorry. In the meantime, someone will be. Okay. Now, next. The next topic is to have attributes. For example, in this web page, mm, you can take any element. Let me take this drop down button. Let me take this drop down button. Right click and inspect. I'm going to identify this element. This element should have an attribute as data test ID, and the value of this data test ID should be delayed drop down button. That should be, it should have this attribute and attribute value. Check whether this element is having this particular attribute and attribute value. If you want to do such a conditions, then we can go with to have attribute. To have attribute. First, identify this element, that is drop down. Await page dot locator hash. I'll copy paste these programs into the notepad, guys, and I will send you this notepad to you immediately after the class. Dot. Okay, this returns a web element that is constant. Mm, drop down. I'll just name this as drop down. Sorry, not drop down. Drop down button or something. Okay. I need to verify whether that this element is having an attribute called data test ID attribute. In that case, await use this checkpoints, that is assertions, expect on which element drop button to have attribute what the attribute you should have and what the value of that attribute. These both parameters you have to give to have attributes. Okay, what is the attribute you should have? It should have attribute called data test ID, and it should have data test ID attribute value as delayed drop down button. Then that should be the, yes. Understood? Let me run this. Opens the browser, opens the URL. Yes. Then it will do all these verifications and finally it will have given 3 seconds of time and it will close. Yes, running successfully. These are all element checkpoints. I'm performing action on some elements. I'm performing action on some elements. Now what I'm going to do, copy this program and put it into your element checkpoints. Element checkpoints 4, 5, 6, and 7 is there, right? I'm going to replace this with this example. Okay. I am going to send you this document for further verification. Do you want to take down into your notes? Is it possible to take down this into your notes, guys? If you want time, I will give you. But is it possible for you? Okay. Any others request time to take down this? Yes or no, at least, guys, please. Only Pushkar is answering, and sometimes Manisha. No one, no others. Yes, will you be able to take down Syed, Moin Sadat, Nisha, Nirali? Okay. Next, let us see about text checkpoints. Text checkpoints. Text checkpoints to have text, to contains text, to have value, and to have count. These things comes under text checkpoint. See, these text checkpoints to have text and to have contains text, it is almost similar only. But here, for example, in this page, as soon as I open the page, it should have a text as web elements playground. Web elements playground. That I have to verify the complete text if you want to, or else I want only if I want to verify a partial text in it, like play or ground or playground or some partial text. If you want to verify, then you have can go with contains text. Are you understanding the difference between to have text and to contains text? Yes. Let us implement that and see. Let me open a new program and work on it. Mhm. Text check points dot spec dot js. Let it be bit smaller so that I will running it will be easy for me. Text check spec.js import text comma expect assertions from test text checkpoints points comma page await page dot go to wait page dot go to wait page dot go to. This is that particular URL. I need to open the browser and URL. I need to verify whether this particular text is present there or not. Okay. Now, first, identify that element. This element. Right click and inspect. Identify that element. For that element, we need to verify whether the H1 data test ID page title, right? Let me go with that. Double forward slash H1 at the rate. Now, this is identifying this. I need to identify this element. How to identify? Await page dot locator is used to identify. Yes, this is the export which returns a web element. I mean constant web element. It returns a web element. I need to hold that web element. I'll name this web element as header text or something. header text. That's it. Before that, let me copy paste this topic. Now I need to verify whether that particular text is present there or not. There might be multiple text in a page. That's why I have to identify that element and verify the text. Only for title and URL checkpoints, directly I am verifying the page, because in a page there will be only one title and only one URL. But for rest of other things, there might be multiple elements, multiple text, all those things. That's why I have to identify that element and do that and do the verification. Here, await, expect, header text to have text. What the text it should have? It should have the text as web elements playground. That text should be there. Now run this program and verify whether that is having that particular text. Text check. Now run this. Yes, it opens the browser, opens the URL, and verify whether that particular text is present there or not. Yes. It is done. Whether this particular text is present there or not. Similarly, for the same header text, I need to verify a partial text in it. In that case, what I can do, avoid, expect header text to contain text. I'm going to name this contains text only playground, or only this text I'm going to give. Normally, wherever I do, right, I'll maximum try to copy paste it because of spelling mistakes issue, typo mistakes. We will do that. Yes, done. This is about the eighth one, right? Seventh and eighth is done. Next, let us go with this ninth. To have value. To have value. Input has a value. Okay. Mm, let me find a suitable example on this. Let me. Okay. This element is having some value, preloaded text. Likewise, some other elements also will have some value. Yeah, here I have a text box. It is having a value as Selenium WebDriver. When the page loads, by default itself, some text is loaded inside this, right? Yes or no? I need to verify whether that element has that particular value. Okay. In that case, how to verify that? First, identify this element. Right, it's the same page only. That's why I'll use this file itself. I don't want to create a new file because it is in the same page only. Identify this element. Right click and inspect. This cell type, name, ID. It has ID. Identify that element. Avoid page.locator. Page.locator hash ID text box. ID text box. That is nothing but a text box. Constant text box. Okay. The text box should contain the text so that use some assertions. Wait. Assertions is nothing but expect. The text box should. The text box to have value. To have value. What value it should have? You should have a Selenium WebDriver. Yes, that's it. If I run this, it has to work properly. Yes, done. It is verifying that value. Any input box, sometimes there will be a preloaded text or some value which is there inside that. You can get that value and you can use that. Okay, right click inspect. For this button also, sometimes there will be value. You can get that value and you can verify it. Any element which has value, then you can get that value and validate it. For example, this text area also, right click and inspect. It is having some value. I can get this value and validate it. This is how. Understood, guys? Everyone. The last one, 10th one. What is the 10th one? This to have count. This to have count is especially used only for single select dropdowns and multi select dropdowns. Only for single select dropdowns and multi select list box. Single select list. For example, in this multi select list box, whether these four options are available there or not. In multi select list box, these five options are available there. Word, newsletter, doc 1, doc 2, doc 3. These five options are available there or not. If you will have a manual test case telling that check whether five options are available there or not. Sometimes you will have a test case. The first option should be older newsletter. Second option should be. I need to verify each and every text also. That we'll see further when there is a separate topic called working with select problems. At the time we'll see. Right now we are seeing checkpoints. You need to verify whether in this drop down whether it is having a count of five or not. Open the browser, open the URL, and verify this. That is what I'm going to. Okay. Now, first identify this element. Inspect ID drop down. Let me identify. So option. I need to go with option so that how many options are totally there are five are there. I need to verify whether these five are there. So that I'm going to use this XPath here. White page dot locator is the XPath which returns where this is stored in a variable constant select or drop down or something I will give. Yes. Now in that drop down, whether five are there or not, in that case I have to expect. Okay, await. If don't each and every line you have to use await so that synchronization will be proper. Drop down to have count to have count. How much it should be? It should be five. That's it. Run this program. You will be able to get it. Done. This is all about. See, it should not have six, right? It should not have six. In that case, if you want six, if you are giving some wrong value, should not have seven. In that case, what I can use? Not dot. I can use this. Should not have seven. Now, is this success or failure? The last line is success or failure? Success. Now, is it success or failure? failure. See, this not can be used in, sorry, this not can be used for all the checkpoints. You can use not. Not is nothing but negation, negative. Are you understanding this? If you want to use in a negative scenario, then you can go with not. Okay. This is copy this and paste it here. Okay. This is all about the text checkpoints. These text checkpoints, whatever it is there, I have given very clearly here also. Okay. Then negative assertions, that is nothing but not. If you want to have negative values, then you can use not. That is applicable for all the checkpoints. Got it, guys, everyone? Yes. Now, what we are going to do, until now, whatever we have learned is nothing but hard assertions. Hard assertions. Hard assertions in the sense, for example, I am seeing this title and URL. Let me add few more checkpoints also to this. Third and fourth also I will add it, guys. Third one also I will add it. To the same one I will add the third checkpoint also. Okay. Sorry, just copied only the spaces here. Added the third checkpoints also. Let this be the first one. Let me be here. Anyhow, it is same only. Just view. Now first I am validating the title. Sorry, first I am validating the title. Then I am validating the URL. Then I am validating whether that logo is visible there or not. These are the three things what I have did here. Have you understood this now? Everything is pass. Yes or no? Yes. Now imagine that this title is my title should be as sorry. My title should be as Web Elements Playground hyphen Playwright Labs 123. It should be the title. But the title, whatever it is displaying here, is wrong. When something goes wrong here, right? And when you run this, what happens? Will the rest of other lines will get executed? Will the rest of other lines will get executed? No. It will skip out here itself. It will completely skip out here itself. In this next line itself, it will be skipped. It will not run the remaining lines. That is what it happens normally, right? Yes or no? Okay. This is called as title URL, right? Title URL. Spec.js. Just trying to the title, it doesn't match. After a few seconds, it throws an error. It clearly gives. Okay. It is running only that and it is coming out. See, this is what the result. It has navigated to the URL. It has verified the title is wrong. Steps. The title is wrong. So that what happens? Is it executing the next set of lines here? Is it executing the next set of lines? No. It is just skipping out from there. It is completely skipping out from there. That is called hard assertions. Whatever we have saw till now are completely called hard assertions. Playwright dot dev assertions we have saw. Assertions. Until now, whatever we have saw are hard assertions. Then there is something called negating in the sense not. I have taught you this also, right? Yes. See, whatever I teach, most of the concept, right? I'll not copy paste. I'll not copy from Google or YouTube or somewhere. Why? Because, of course, these topics will be repeated by some others also. Okay. So, some topics I would have copied from some others, also, but I'll be always following this official document, always playwright.dev, because all YouTube channels are not correct basically. Few of them with half knowledge people also used to create this videos and try to post it. Don't follow that and go to the conclusion. Always try to check that in this playwright.dev. This is the official website for each and every topic. Whatever I'm teaching, right, it will be there. Whatever the methods are, I didn't do anything. I just read this website completely, and I have started my career before some 2.5 years when I have started. Okay, here the same way negative. Then the soft assertions. See, for example, if some failure occurs here, if I use soft assertions, it will not skip out. It will tell that this assertion got failed, and it will keep continuing to execute the next set of assertions and next set of lines also. But when you go to the error, anyhow, it is while it is throwing the error, it will throw the error. Of course, here execution time, it will throw you an error. But when you go and see that error report, in that it will be clearly mentioned that this got failed and these things are got paused. If you want such a kind of soft assertions, normally we won't use the soft assertions much. In very rare cases, we will be using that. How to implement this soft assertions? Of course, this got failed. Very simple. It is clearly given in the document here itself. We will add soft to that so that it becomes soft assertion. By default, failed assertions will terminate the test execution. That is called hard assertions or failed assertions. Both are same. Failed assertions. Playwright also supports soft assertions. Failed soft assertions do not terminate the execution, but mark the test as failed. That is what I have given. That is what I have given. Soft assertions. By default, failed assertions will terminate the test execution. Same whatever I have read in the document, it will be there in the notes also. Playwright also supports soft assertions. Failed soft assertions do not terminate test execution, but mark the test as failed. Understood? Can we try an example on it? Yes. Sorry, I'm exiting beyond 10. Another 5 minutes I will complete. Expect here. Expect page dot expect dot soft page. This is what I will use. Expect dot soft page. For elements also I can use it. Not only for page, I can use for elements also. Now, let me execute this. Anyhow, it will throw you error only because the first title is not matching. But after throwing the error, it will throw the reports. In the reports, you can go and trace out very clearly. See, it clearly gives a report here. These are the steps, which test steps which got executed before rules. These things got executed. These are the imports and all those things, whatever you are using. First, this got failed. The reason for failure, it has clearly given to have the title, but it is not able to find the title. And in the first step, it is clearly expected. This is what we are expecting. But from test execution, we have received this. That's why it is not matching. It shows a clear report. And coming here, it has shown. Then when it comes to the next step, it got executed successfully. This also got executed. Green ticks here. Got it, guys? Everyone about the soft assertions. Okay. Everyone, I'm going to ask you a small question in this. That's why. Okay. Now, if I remove the soft assertions for the second one, first one it is there still. I have removed only for the second one. Sorry, second one and third one. First one is the soft assertion. This got failed. Now, if I run this, will it execute the second and third also? Error on second. Why it will be error on second? It is correct only. This URL is correct only. It won't throw any error and all. I am not asking we will it execute all three or not. That is what I am asking. Why? I had used soft assertions initially. From here, since it is a soft assertion, it will come to the next line and it will keep executing. Of course, even if it is not a soft assertion, it is getting passed, right? Because these are correct. That's why it will get executed, right? If you mention, right, if something goes wrong, also it will come to the next line and it keeps executing. For example, now HTML 123 if I give, right, now will it execute the third one? Will it execute the third assertion? Stop at second one only, because for second one I have not mentioned the soft assertion. Understood? That is how it is. Now will it run all three assertions here if I run this? Why it will stop at second one? I have removed 1, 2, 3. That's why I'm asking. Soft assertion. Soft assertions. What it happens here in the sense, even if it fails, it comes and executes the next step of execution. That is what soft assertion does. Soft assertion does. Now, if this become fails, right, then of course, if this URL is wrong, then of course it will stop here itself. It's better to have soft assertions everywhere so that and in some cases, if there is a critical cases, if that fails, I don't want to go any further execution. In that case, you can go with hard assertion. That depends upon the elements and how strong you have to use the checkpoints, how the test cases is given to you. Based on that, it will be. Now, mm, mm, mm. Further, yes, yes. Soft will give the way to the further. Very simple. What you have understood is correct. Okay. You start there itself if it is wrong. Yes. Simple way to understand. Don't confuse much. Okay. I'm going to give you this title and URL here. It will execute all three. Even the first one is wrong, it will come to the next one because for the first I have to use soft assertion. Okay. See here. It's clearly showing here. It is executing all three. First one it got failed. But it is since it is a soft assertion, it came to the next. But second one is passing and third one is also passing. If second one is having a negative value here, right, of course it won't execute this third step. This step it won't get executed. Are you understanding? Yes.